Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to our blind playthrough of Blueprints and also welcome to my Pixel Quest. We're jumping into day 19 after a very, very interesting, well, the last day was extremely interesting. I mean, it was extremely doesn't cover it. It was completely mind-blowing, and it's completely, I don't know, like in some ways, it's not really that it's turned the game 180 degrees in a sense. It's just like it's so greatly expanded my understanding of the game. It's so massively, massively deepened it. So yeah, and it's really, it's massively changed a lot of my goals, as I said in the last episode as well. So also one of the other things we've done in the recent episodes is open up this west path. So now my new habit is to go straight out and start my day here, because there are so many interesting rooms to be had here, and we've probably already had the most interesting one, because the tomb was, I mean, shelter was incredible. Even the schoolhouse was incredible, but obviously the tomb was absolutely incredible. But I'm really keen to get some of the other things I haven't seen here. So shrine, root cellar has come up so many times. And I do love dig spots. And it's probably just an interesting room. Who knows? I mean, everything is going to be interesting, but I find myself really wanting to try Shrine. As soon as I saw it, I really want to try Shrine. I have nothing to offer yet. It's probably coins, I'm imagining, but then again, oh, that is so beautiful. That is really lovely. I actually love how simple it is. It's just this simple, very atmospheric shrine carved into this rock here. Who is this? So that's the offering. But we have absolutely nothing right now. Yeah, money. Making an offering of coins may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Oh, okay, and they let you choose how much to put in. So obviously it sounds like putting in more is going to get you a more beneficial blessing. Unfortunately, I have nothing for you, but that means that actually makes money one of the very, very compelling... One of the very compelling goals for today. So yeah, cha-ching. We're going to try and get all the coins that we can, because this is a really interesting thing to try. I'm just checking, are there any details about this room that I'm missing? A big puddle, some vines. Like probably vines, right? Unless that's electrical wire going into the statue for some reason. No, they're vines, I think. Okay. Coming down from this really lovely light source up there. And these two, it's such a lovely design, like with the simple sort of the dude here sitting here in his robes, but then the really beautiful hands there coming out of the rock is really lovely, really nice. And I suppose it's a whole torso, isn't it, when you step back and look, and there's sort of the neck going up there, which sort of makes this look like the head, a head of light shining down. That is such a really, really interesting and lovely way to represent a shrine and a deity, I suppose. Okay. I was just seeing it as interestingly, I don't know, no reflection in the water, you know? We're constantly noting the lack of reflections. All right, cool. So money money is going to be important to us today. Let's see what we can get. If not, at least we know what the shrine does. So, you know, it's something that we can keep in mind later, particularly if I end up with a bunch of money and then freezing my accounts again or something like that, and then I just start the day with a bunch of money. We know it'll be a good idea to use the shrine. Alright, let's begin the rest of the day. So, yeah, as always, well, not as always, as particularly recently, I'm very hungry to try and get new rooms, because new rooms always bring new information, new knowledge, new lore, and that really is the currency of this game. And they might also bring things like new items and new dynamics that I haven't seen. So let's see how we go. Okay, Den would be great, because I'll start with a gem. And I know I'm really, really big on gem collecting at the moment. I'm constantly just sort of... I know there's something I'm missing in here. I feel like it's to do with the... You know, it's for sure to do with these arrows, something to do with this time. It feels like it's to do with these swans and maybe this locked box here. And I'm suspicious of all of the fireplaces and... You know, this room is full of clocks. The clocks are telling us either something about this time, which happens twice a day. But then again, if I just stay here and have a really, really long day, maybe it happens, maybe it just happens over and over, right? Like, the days don't actually seem to end based on time. They just end based on steps or when I end them. So maybe I can do this many times, you know? But if it's not time, then maybe it's to do with these numbers. But because of this longer one, I think it's to do with the extent of time. Like maybe it's... Or maybe it is just pointing out that it's within this time as opposed to within this time, you know what I mean? Or yeah. Or it could be saying 10 minutes or 2 hours. I don't know. But probably I've just got to spend some more time in here during that time. But I have been in here during that time and I couldn't see anything. Okay, anyway, there's no trunk for us here. Let's go on. Let's see what we can make of this day. So I've got my secret garden key ready, and the problem is I still don't know if I need to get the secret garden drafted and then use this key for something within it, or if I need to use this secret garden key to access the secret garden. I haven't been able to use it yet when I've tried it, but I don't think I've tried it. I kind of wonder if maybe it's like somewhere on the west wing specifically, you know, that I need to use it in a locked door that leads to the west wing. So in that case, having it in the coat check is, yeah, a bit of a problem. But I guess we'll just keep going for now and see if the secret garden shows up. Let's get ourselves a couple of keys, and this is a really good spot for the nook. Okay, we're cooking. So commissary is actually, it would use up my single gem, but it is useful. It is really useful. I'm actually going to go commissary. I think my tendency, what do these things mean? I haven't figured that. It's yet another mystery I haven't figured out. Yeah, I think my tendency would be to avoid it ordinarily, but I think, like, let's try some different things. Okay. So great to have access to the shovel and sledgehammer, because these are two things I've found a lot of use for. And if I do, yeah, I haven't actually tried the salt shaker yet. I suspect it's to do with increasing the step value of foods, but I'm not sure. I'd love to get parlor, but that will not send me anywhere useful. But then again, I don't need the corridor here because I can already access that square north of the entrance hall. So maybe let's do the parlor. Let's just get our 2 gems. It's a bit of a weird... Yeah. Thank you. I would have really, really liked to see the magnifying glass, because I've I've got a couple of things in my notes that I'd love to do with the magnifying glass if I get the opportunity. All right, let's focus on this. This is important. The gems are in the false box. Could be. The gems are in the false box. Okay? Only one of the other boxes is false. Oh, well, given that they say the same thing, that has to mean that this one is false. And by extension, the gems are in here because at least one of them needs to be true and they say the same thing. I still, even though I go into that with 99% confidence, I still hold my breath that I might have made a mistake. Yes, no, that's perfect actually. Oh. Okay, and today, or at least right now, the Mount Holly symbol is not there in the fire. What's going on? What's going on, Uncle? Granduncle? What's going on? Alright, so actually, that's cool. We've got 2 gems and 2 keys to start. Let's go this way. Alright. Oh, there's my spare green room. I've only been able to use it once. I haven't found any items in it, but they might have items. Hallway would be great. I'd get my locked trunk. Laboratory. There's mysteries to be had in the laboratory, but it requires me getting the pump house going to use that machine anyway. And so, yeah. Let's do hallway. Let's get a trunk. If we've got a trunk on offer, let's see what we get. Ah, yes. Ooh, we swapped a regular key for a silver key. And now we've got 3 gems. 3 gems is wonderful. Well, we know that we need money today. So, this might be a good place for a pantry. Because I'm collecting money. I'm collecting money for my shrine. And I feel like doing the best job for that shrine that we can is the best thing, because it says that whatever the beneficial outcome is, it's going to last for several days. Maybe the more money, it's like the longer, maybe whatever benefit you get will be the same, but the money will determine how long it lasts. That could also be the way it works. All right, so we've got 3 ways right next to each other to go north. Let's see what we can make. Well, hang on a sec. I'm actually just going to check. It's a little bit of a... I was actually checking where are the rich soil spots on the east side. So rank 4, rank 7, and rank 9. Okay, because I still haven't been able to use the rich soil areas. Okay, should I dead end this in order to get? Yeah, why not? Let's build up some more items. Oh, fabulous! Just good stuff. Good stuff that's going to help us go forward. Really good, really good. Okay, cool. We've got money. We've got 4 gems. We've got 2 keys. This is a good starting position, really. So we've made good use of like ranks 1 and 2 so far. Okay, now these are the 2 places we're relying on going forward. So passageway is a bit of a waste. One of these will do. I think the always left unlocked thing is probably a bit better. Ideally, using it in the more in the higher ranks, because that's where things tend to be locked more. So let's do spare green room. Great. Oh, it is a really nice room. It's a really nice room that has given me no. Oh, Sorry. Oh, apologies. Apologies. It's given me a green gem. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Spare Green Room. Thank you so much. All right, up we go. Given that I can go north from entrance hall anyway, that's not... These aren't the most ideal... These aren't the most ideal orientations. Actually, maybe it's corridor time. Yeah, maybe it's corridor time. Because I'm scared I'm going to get cut off in that central column somehow. Okay, great. Oh, the same. I'm kind of getting the same thing. At least we're a little bit further ahead. Boudoir is such an attractive room now because I know I get a gem and I get 2 dice. Yeah, boudoir. That's very, very helpful. Very helpful. Ta-da! I love it. Thank you, boudoir. I love the pumped up boudoir. So it's interesting that the safe is actually just left open now. It just seems to be saying, you know, you've opened me up several times. You don't have to do it anymore. That's really nice. That's really nice. I was thinking, should I go back at this stage and go from the entrance hall? But it might actually be it might be really useful to see what we get from boudoir here, to see if we have more opportunities to go forward. Yeah, because look at that. Like, that's not great. That's not great. Yeah. Security's good. But again, we're not able to go north. And we're really struggling to get eastward from here. So I reckon I'm either going to do security or redraw. Security is useful to be able to lower the security setting. I've got 2 redraws. Let's redraw. Okay, so dining room is better. It lets us go north and south. I like that. Then again, so does courtyard, and it has dig spots. Courtyard, yeah. If it gives me a shovel, it does not. Okay, but I do have the dig spots waiting for me. I mean, I can purchase the shovel in the commissary, but it will take up my money, and I need my money for shrine. Okay, well, since we're north anyway, let's start heading down and see if there's potential to connect. Okay, that's interesting. So we could do gymnasium, which would let us go in every possible direction there. That would be pretty good entry/exit wise. That said, we could also choose to get some kind of like either a dead end room and then accept that we're doing a dead end room from entrance hall. But it does mean that the other entrance north of courtyard is then our only possibility. So actually, I think based on that, I'm going to do bedroom here, because it at least opens up a couple of other possibilities. All right. With that in mind, from this point, I think it's smart to head back and get that extra room from entrance hall, because we could get something like storeroom there, or even utility room. And that would be, we've got the possibility to make good practical use of a dead end room. Or anything, really. Let's do it. I could also, head back to commissary, but I don't have that much money. So, all right, yeah. So chapel is no good. Chapel is a waste. Storeroom it is. We'll get gem, we'll get coin, we'll get key. Thank you very much. Love your work. Hey, Swimbird. I love my little Swimbird ritual. Yeah, no, there's no real... The shovel, I think, is 8 coins, I think. So, yeah, there's no point to going there yet. So let's head back up and see... Yeah, see what possibilities we have going forward. The great thing about today is that as long as I've got some cash, if our day ends at any point, if we run out of possibilities, if our day ends, as long as I've got some cash, then I can make use of the shrine, and we can see what we get from that, and that will help us in some way in future days. So that's really, really, really good. Okay. The reason I was pausing here is because I was looking back. I just wanted to look at this postcard again. I think there's possibly something to notice here. The reason I'm thinking this is because I was looking back at footage of when I was in the library and I was looking at my, I don't know what it's called, like my memory book or something like that. And there's a page in it that has a picture of the apple orchard, a picture of our uncle with the bathroom with the lavatory behind him. And then there's this postcard. And then there's also the headline about the fortune going to me. And what I was thinking is, what if all of these things that they've stuck here on this one page are things where there are secrets to be seen with the magnifying glass or something like that? I don't know. And maybe that's one reason it sort of collects them there, so that you can... I don't know. The only thing I really notice, I mean, I think my theory about the... My theory about the mountain in the background seems to be Bunk. It seems to be, it's a totally different mountain to the Mount Holly mountain, maybe. I think, unless it's looking south. I don't know what to think about that. There is a little chunk out of the mountain on the side here. I don't know if that matters. It's a bit weird. I mean, I have looked at this with the magnifying glass. I didn't see anything when I looked then. I'm just kind of sus about it. Ooh, cash. Yes, that is what I need today. All right. Okay. So, I really, really want to get the library again, but I've written myself a series of some of my mini goals, and one of them is to get the library again, but it's specifically to get the library when I have space to draft a bookshop from the library, because I really want to get... I've written down a series of notes about rooms I've never had that I really, really want to get, and I doubt that I have all of them here, but I have things like the bookshop, which I suspect only comes from the library. Also, the ladies' room, the ladies' chamberlain's. I've forgotten what it's called. The ladies' chamber. There's something called a showroom. I can't even remember where the reference to that was. Cabaret is something that's scribbled out in the utility room, in the utility closet, whatever it's called. And then there's the music room. I really, 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 really want the music room. And then there's things like the greenhouse, the secret garden, the terrace I haven't had. And also the locker room that I suspect has to be connected with the pool. So, and that's not even thinking about the outdoor rooms. So so I don't want the library here, because then I wouldn't have any drafting possibilities. None of these are going to give me exits. which is not ideal. I could redraw, but then, yeah. So maybe I've only got one more redraw, and I might need that for, to go up from the courtyard. So I am really interested in the kitchen because I still wonder about the faucet. I guess what I'm thinking about the faucet is actually maybe, and I kind of wish I had tried this at the end of, was it the previous day maybe, when I had played around with the pump room. I had put water in the kitchen and then water comes out of the faucet, but I was sort of like, what does this do? What I'm wondering about is if you leave that for a certain amount of time, does it actually then empty the kitchen again in the pump room? So is it a way of essentially like draining water, like creating more empty slots in order to be able to drain other rooms? I don't know. I have no idea. I am wondering that. But other than that, I don't think there's a huge, guest bedroom will give me 10 steps for sure and might give me an interesting item. So I'm going to do that. It's given me, yes, a gem. A gem is of interest to me. Wonderful. Thank you, guest bedroom. All right, nothing else in here. So this is now, this is it. At least we've got 7 gems, a redraw possibility, and 3 keys, and a secret, not a secret key, a silver key. So we're pretty good. We're pretty good. All right. Ooh. Okay, the smartest thing to do would be to do the drawing room, because we'd get 2 more exits. I would really like the gem and the 2 redraws that come from the boudoir, though. That would be really nice. Really nice. I'm going to do drawing room. I think we'll get the opportunity to do the boudoir again. Okay. All right. So this room has been driving me mad. I know where the safe is. I know it's something to do with counting these small gates. But I don't know how to finish the rest of the safe code. But I think it must have something to do with a date. And I have a kind of a renewed, because we managed to open the safe, we managed to figure out what the safe code is in the office. I have a renewed burning flame around trying this one. But I've been racking my brains and I just can't think, what would be a date associated with this room? I suppose I've got 2 things I think about it. One is that maybe I just don't have the information. Maybe there's information, there's knowledge somewhere that relates to a date in this room, in some way. I don't know what it is. But the other possibility, literally, is what if I have all the information I need here? And that might be the case because in a way, that was the case with the boudoir safe. The Christmas picture was just in the boudoir. All we needed was the overall blueprints message, which we have now. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So we have that now. That should be, I'm just thinking the existing pattern, even though it's only worked out 3 times. I've got 3 red letters. Yeah, the existing pattern is that it's either completely a date or it's a date and a small gate in some way. So we have the small gate number, which is 19. I think rather than the individual wall by wall thing, it's probably just the total count. And the total count of small gates in this room is 19. So I'm thinking if it follows a similar format to the office code, then maybe, all right, I'm just going to try something. it's kind of disappointing to try this, but if kind of like, if we follow the format of the office code, the small gate's related to the last two numbers. So it could be that the last two numbers out of 4 is 19. And in the office safe code, the first two numbers related to the number of a month, which was in that case March. I can't think of what that could be in this case, but there are only 12 months. So what if I just try 12 different possibilities? Okay, so it's not January. It's not February. It would be crazy if it was 03 again. I don't think this is going to work, like, because it's not necessarily a month, but it's just, it's just what if. And I don't want to solve this puzzle this way. It's not my ideal, but it would be kind of interesting if it worked, wouldn't it? Did I do 05? Okay. Oops, clear. 06. Okay, so we're halfway through the year. All right. 07, 19. Clear. I don't think this is going to work. 08, 19. No. 09, 19. I don't think this is going to work. 10. We're going to get three more possibilities. 10, 19. Nope. 11. Oop. 19. Nope. All right. There's no way. December 19. No. Okay. Of course not. But look, I've tried it now. I've tried it. So so at least that tells me it's not a month. So that's something. Like it's not a month. There's no way I'm trying all of the possible number combinations that, it could be just other random numbers. I'm sure that I've tried this. One other thing I'm just going to try, but maybe I didn't enter it incorrectly, is small gates versus large gates. And I'm pretty sure that's 19 and 22. Okay. 19, 22. But it's not a date, is it? Large gates is not a date. So what if it's 22, 19? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. What if it's just 00, 19? No, all right. Had to try. No, there's got to be a date. There has to be a date element. What? Like, these pictures just seem to be the only interesting things in this room. Right? And they're just sort of generic people. And horse. Do we have any dates associated? Like, the horse is the only sort of different thing. Do we have any dates associated with a horse? What about this one? It's a boy carrying a newspaper. Extra. But, I mean, we've seen many newspapers. There's no one date associated with a newspaper. Of course, it doesn't have to be a direct reference to a date, because the March thing wasn't, it was actually just the word March. So it's likely it could be some sort of pun to do with, it's not a month. That's the other thing I've just figured out. It's not a month. So what else could be a date? I don't know. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. I mean, I don't think any of those kinds of general things have so far had any, have been clue relevant. You know, this is the sort of stuff we've seen in many rooms. I mean, the safe, maybe one thing is, the safe is specifically behind this woman's picture. You know, could that be relevant? But I don't know anything. I can't even get a very good look at her. What could be a date? The phone? You know, is there something hidden somewhere? The other thing is, of course, you know, I have a lot of suspicions about this big picture here. And the fact that it doesn't seem to be here. The clock is here in the back. The candelabras are here. But that picture, it's just not there. But maybe the date relates to Herbert. I mean, Herbert is the only other interesting thing. There's also a plate here. Could a plate, you know, like if it had a date on it, like a food date, but then how would I actually get numbers from that? What, you know, is Herbert the thing? Is Herbert the date? But then what would the date be? If 19 is part of our safe code, probably, I'm guessing, it's just 2 numbers, because so far they've been 2 numbers. Even the fake safe code that we got in the... Have I even tried the fake safe code here? Maybe I have. 9083. That would have been astonishing, because that would have meant that my whole small gate thing was pointless. What about 1919? Have I tried that? That's really... I don't know. The thing is, none of these really have logic to them. You know, like there's not really a reason. The picture of Herbert is sort of the best thing I can think of. Am I missing something else going on here? You know, is one of these pictures a bit different? Who this guy? I mean, he's got an umbrella. What's this guy got? A sort of a, I don't know, kind of a walking stick thing. All I know is that it's a small gate. It's the drawing room. What can I take from this? The clock has, I don't know, a little bit of an interesting kind of design on the face, but... And the fireplace is super suspicious, but I don't know what to take from it. This room is driving me bananas. But I have figured all of the rest of them out. Well, except for the study safe. I haven't figured that one out yet. That's another one I'm part way on. Oh, it's another one I'm part way on. Yeah. It's just driving me nuts because what I'm afraid of is that I do have all of the information I need. What if I'm not going to get any more information that relates to this room, and it's just me figuring out what I'm not considering? So he's sitting on a chair. He's sitting on this chair. This is the one. This is the chair. Because it's the one that has armrests. Why haven't I even considered this stuff before? This thing is next to him. But look though I may, I don't see arrows, I don't see numbers, I don't see anything to interact with. And it's near the fireplace that is not on. I don't know. What are you? Yeah, like presumably he was sitting in exactly this spot. He was looking this way. There is nothing here on the back of the easel. I don't know. I feel like I've looked at everything. There's slightly different coloring to the chandeliers, but I mean, what? Yeah. What is it? What is any of this? Okay. All right. Let's move on. You could use why not use a special key? Why not? Ooh. Huh. So I would really like to get the aquarium again, actually. Yeah. This is only my second time. Ah. So it'd be really interesting. So this was the laundry room last. The laundry room is another one I haven't had. Hang on, I gotta write that down. Laundry room. How do I get the laundry room? Laundry is going on my list. But this was the laundry room last time. This is something I can't figure out. But don't know. This one I think is green, right? I think this was the green spot. And so that's like the patio or something like that. Yeah, because it's got the little. What is this one? Because it just seems so weird because this is yellow and the laundry room seems to be a shop. I guess because you can spend money in there. Orange, oh, it's just a hallway. So I guess this is the sort of stuff that's in lots of different hallways. I don't know which one it is. Okay, that's a green room. That's the patio or whatever. Yeah, this is one of the bedrooms. I think it's the first one, the main one that we've seen. Okay, and then this was the archives, a red room. Okay, cool. So it seems to be the same. Seems to have the same fish in it. But the thing I'm really interested in, brilliant. Lovely, thank you. The thing I'm really interested in is what happens if I drain this room. Yeah, if we manage to figure that out in the pump room. Oh, and I've been thinking about the pump room. I've written out like a whole page of notes on the pump room to try and figure out like what strategy I can deploy there. So I'm not even sure. Oh, okay, this just is a regular door. Okay, because the only other time I've had the aquarium, this door was locked. So I didn't know if it was some kind of special door. Okay. This would have been a good place maybe to try my secret garden key, I guess. But either way, I think let's just do West Wing Hall. Cool. And let's go this way, because now we've got kind of 3 spaces we can be pretty loose with. Observatory would be great. We've got a lot of bedrooms. Secret passage would be a huge waste here. Let's do observatory. We got some gems to play with, and this is always useful. Okay, no map. Don't know what to do with that yet. I have wondered, like, what happens maybe if I come back to the observatory at night? What's the slice? The slice is just 3 steps. Okay, cool. Nice. Those are 2 things that relate to steps, so that bodes well. Any items I'm missing? Not that I can see. Alright. Lovely. Okay, so we can go back around then. Hey, little guy. We can go back around and see what we get from the southerly direction here. We can be pretty fancy free with this one. Alright. We got 3 keys, so why not? Okay. Ooh. Well, no, that would be a waste of the library, unfortunately. Oh, if I'd done that before, yeah, before doing the observatory, that might have been cool. Oh well. So either walk-in closet or coat check, actually. Because I'm thinking if I have coat check here, and if I get my secret garden key out, maybe I can use it north of the West Wing Hall. The thing I'm concerned about is if I get this out of the claim of the coat check, can I put it back in? You know, if I end up not using it. And then again, 4 items. 4 items is pretty good from walk-in closet. Either way, these are dead ends, so that's fine. I'm at peace with that. Let's try coat check. I don't know. Like, I might be way off track. This is just one thing I'm wondering about. Like, does this key work in a door, or does it work within the secret garden? It's just that I feel like I haven't seen the secret garden come up. Okay. Does it seem like it's gonna let us... Yeah, okay. Alright, so it seems like we can put it back. That's good, that's good. So we can... If we get a locked door here, maybe we can try it immediately. Alright. Secret garden key? Oh my god! I'm so glad I tried that. Yes! Yes! Secret garden. It's the rogue moon. It's the rogue moon. Oh, I'm really glad I persisted with that thought. I had no idea. I just had these 2 ideas about how this could work, but I was just thinking, I feel like I've never seen Secret Garden. This was the perfect time to try this out. It was right in the same room. I could put the check and then get this out, give it a go on the other side of the hallway. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The only real inkling I had that this would work is just the fact that I hadn't seen the secret room come up, and also that the groundskeeper's notes, you know, just sort of mentioned this room really in relation to the West Wing. But then again, the other rooms haven't been West Wing. Well, maybe they are, actually. No, because I've had the patio on the also the East Wing. So I think they can go on the West Wing or the East Wing. Yeah, maybe all of these rooms, like greenhouse, morning room, veranda, patio, terrace, and secret garden, maybe they are, yeah, East Wing and West Wing exclusive. Maybe that's what it was saying. The 2 others that we've had in other places are the cloister and the courtyard. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad that worked out. And we got the metal detector, which is a very nice bonus. Oh, this has the... I think this is the morning room music, right? Wow, gorgeous. It's the secret garden. I have a lot of A lot of use for a shovel if the game would be kind enough to grant me one. What is this? Some kind of lamp? Or what is this? Is this something that's recognizable to other people? It looks like a cracked egg, except not really. I don't know. I don't know what this is. A bunch of flowers. I don't know if that relates to what they've said about flowers being... They've talked about flowers being common in the greenhouse. I still haven't had the greenhouse. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm very keen to try and get the greenhouse still, of course. Aha! Alright, before we do that, let's take more of a look around. Okay, so we've got a fountain here with a swan or a goose or maybe a swan. Okay, and it's got two different directions on it. So it's indeed north is this way, so that is correct. And it points, the big arrow points north and the small arrow points south. What this could mean, I don't know. We have apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. Lovely. Okay. Alright. Now this is of great interest. Why? It's... You know? Is this the entryway to room 46? It's not a door, but it could be a door. Do we put something here? Is it a shrine? Very interesting. Let's do this. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. Ha. Is there... Oh. Is there a key to this somewhere? Have I come across... No, wait. Now there are three... There are 3 arrows. Huh? Do they all need to point in the same direction, I wonder? South, south, right. And that one is... Do they need to point towards the rogue moon? But all I can do is turn it around. Okay, now the bottom one moves. Now the bottom one moves. Now the bottom one moves. Do I have to do like a full revolution with this one? Maybe before the one on top? No. Oh. What controls which one moves? Is it actually wind? But the wind is like the same. Oh, there's a whole nother one over here. Ah. I totally solved that by a kind of accident. Oh my gosh. Of course. Of course. I don't know why I didn't consider that. That's so obvious in hindsight. Of course this would relate to the... Once again. Okay, so we've found the east lever and the west lever. The east lever is in the Great Hall, and now we know the secret garden has the west lever, the west entrance lever. And we know the north lever is like down in the tomb, seemingly very difficult to access. And we know that the greenhouse has a broken one, which is probably the south, and I'm guessing we could use the broken lever to use that. Wow, what a turnabout. Thank you, Secret Garden. I didn't even figure out the logic to this. That just kind of worked out naturally on its own. Okay, so let's read about the Secret Garden. A floor plan so secretive it had been removed from the drafting pool to avoid anyone unwanted accidentally stumbling upon it. This secluded garden flanked by a variety of Morajai fruit trees. We just came across Morajai and it was on the stamp that had the ship on it. Ha. Morajai. 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 I don't know what that could mean. More something? Morajai. Don't know. I'll think about that one some more. Okay, so now we have it on that ship picture. Flanked by a variety of Morajai fruit trees. Has served as a private retreat to at least 2 other generations of Sinclairs. It's an interesting phrasing. Like, yeah. And also spread fruit throughout the house. Oh, that's great. That's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Thank you, Secret Garden. I don't know what these things are, but you've been a dream. You've been a dream, and now we have another possibility of reaching the antechamber. Like, if I can just manage this. Okay, so what that means is that we want to set ourselves up as well as possible for being able to get here. It would be ideal to have these entrances possible north of here, and it would be also ideal to have it would be ideal to have security somewhere so that we could lower the security, reduce the possibility of getting security doors. It would of course be even more ideal to have the security pass, but I don't know how I can make that happen. And yeah, it would also be really, really ideal if we get more steps to play with in general, so that I can, because I would really like to go all the way back to get that shovel now. But then again, I've only got enough money for that, and I still want my money for the shrine. Okay, in that case, we're not going to go north yet. This also means that if I do find another interesting item, I can go and stick it in coat check, so that's another thing. Alright. So I could go back to drawing room. Maybe that's a good idea, actually. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah. Because these exits further north on the west now have become really, really precious. Yep. Alright, let's see what we can make over here. Alright. Chapel is something, but this is still a bad place for the library. That sucks. I can redraw with no cost here, so let's do it. I don't really love any of those options. Okay, I don't love that one, as useful as it is. I don't love that one. I actually might do dining room because there's no cost to it. And again, if I do manage to reach rank 8, which is quite possible at this stage, then this will really help stepwise. So let's do that. Okay, and we've got to keep an eye out for fruit. Oh, there's something here. There's something somewhere. Ah, key! Very welcome, thank you. It is nice to have the metal detector, just to make sure I don't forget things. Okay. Cool, alright. Well, we've only got one more way forward here. 3 keys and 5 gems, which is pretty good. Ooh! I would really like the locksmith, but it would cut off a lot of other possibilities. So let's do the East Wing Hall. Yep. Okay. Now if I get the locksmith down here... Have I even seen this before? I actually just haven't been in this hallway as much as I've been in the West Wing hallways. That's the thing. Okay, I don't think there's any fruit here. Cool. Alright, well let's see what we can make of this. Yep. Oh, boudoir would boudoir right next to boudoir. Two upside, like a 69 of boudoirs. Yeah. Suddenly kitchen is seeming a little bit more attractive because of being able to get some more steps. But that's not really attractive at all. I mean, we'd get another room from it, but actually boudoir, because gem and 2 more redraw possibilities I think will be super, super useful. Just to try and make things happen. Great, thank you. God, boudoir is one of my favorite rooms now. It's just so useful. That upgrade was really, really good. I'm incredibly happy with that. All right, 38 steps. It's not bad. It's not amazing. Okay. I do really want the boiler room, but I don't think I'm doing much with like a boiler room, you know, oriented goals this time. So this might be a good spot for the library. And I've got a lot of redraws to play with. Okay. Oh, key. I'll take it. I love it. Thank you. Something else. Money. I do love money. I do want money. I want my coins. Okay. Let's see if we get lucky. Ooh, I mean, nice stuff. Nice stuff, but yeah, obviously this would be good. It would open up more possibilities, but it would take 3 of my gems. I'm gonna risk a redraw. Yes. Oh, I want all of these. Oh, I really, really want the music room. I really, really want the music room. I think the music room, if nothing else, is going to have more of those music sheets for us. At the moment, we've got 6, 7, and 8. I reckon there could be some more in here for sure. And probably some other really interesting mysteries. And I'm really curious what they mean by 1 major key and minor key. I feel like they mean a regular key and a special key. So that looks exquisite. But I did say I was here for the bookshop. I think I can get the music room anywhere, or at least in more places. I suspect maybe I can only get the bookshop here. So bookshop it is. Ooh, it's pretty. It's beautiful. Oh, that's so handsome. They know how to do a handsome room in this game. They know how to do a very attractive room for the kind of nerds that are going to love a game like this. Okay, just want to make sure I'm looking at the things. Okay, that's all good. I've worked out all of those letters. I know there's a thing on the wall. I just want to do a little bit of a general check first. Brilliant. God, it's so exciting that this is a shop. I'm going to spend all my money. I'm going to have to spend money here. Okay, Reddington Herald. Finally. Of course, this is exactly what I was thinking. We only just heard about the 3rd book, A New Clue. And my best guess is that we would be able to find it in the bookshop. So we're definitely going to have to get this. Reddington Herald, A New Clue, sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Oh. 14 months after her disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcements, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance." In addition, the publisher has revealed that all the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, in capitals, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margot, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Oh, that's so fascinating because, yeah, it could be the words of Marion. Bookshop has a black bishop in it. Bookshop, black bishop. Noted for whenever I figure out what to do with this information. Yeah, because it means this book could be the last words of Marion, or it could, of course, be altered words or completely the words of the state, because it seems like the publisher is not aligned with the insurgents and maybe against them. Okay, lovely little, I don't know, logo or window or whatever it is in the background there with the mountain. Okay, History of Orindia first. I'm dying. Oh no, that's really expensive. Even at my best, I've never come close to having that much money. Okay. Okay, all right. This is going to be much harder than I thought. I thought I would just be able to get this. Okay, but we've got, so very interestingly, I also wondered if, the first edition of the History of Orindia would be somewhere. That would be incredible to get. Obviously, so would this. The Curse of Blackbridge. I mean, that's amazing. And obviously I want all of these things, but we know that there's been a couple of references to Blackbridge, including the fact that the local network is called Blackbridge. I kind of think we know that black seems to be the color that's associated with the insurgents, that's associated with the previous, leadership before the Red State. So yeah, and it's called The Curse of Blackbridge, which is really interesting. Realm and Rune. I feel like that could even relate to sort of, like maybe that's sort of like a history or an accounting of the magic element in the realm. Maybe that's what it's making me think of. And then Drafting Strategy 4 and 5. Well, this is the only thing I can afford. Hang on, let me exit for a sec. How easy would it be to come back here? Not easy, because not very easy. I would have to go all the way around here from the west side. But then I'm going to lose all my money. But, I mean, we have to get something from here. All right. Well, we've seen 3. 4 would be the next one. 5 would be the one after that. I'm kind of feel like maybe jumping over to 5 would be useful. So I'm only going to have 1 coin from this, but let's do it. I've got to come away with something. Oh, man, I'm probably going to get Vault after this and then be able to come back here with way more money. But there we go. But where's my book? How do I... Hang on. This cozy little bookstore is often tucked away in the more secluded corners of the estate, giving guests little opportunity to appreciate the curated selection of equally rare books it offers. Titles purchased in the bookshop will be automatically added to the library's book request form. Are you kidding? I have to request the book that I just bought? Which fittingly is the only room in which this rare floor plan can be drawn. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I hadn't done this yet. Oh, but now it's not even here. I guess so I have to come back here to do this. Well, that gives me an interesting choice, because if I put nothing here, then the next time I draft a library, I'll have the opportunity to get this book that I've just bought. But I do still have this book. No, sorry, not this one. This one that I haven't seen from here. So, I don't know. I feel like I have to see this, right? I feel like we have to get this information as well. So let's do that. Okay, but I've got that book at least as something possible in the future. So that's great. That's great. While I'm here, just one more thing. I want to pass my eyes over. Oh, no, I can't. No, I don't have the magnifying glass. Okay, never mind. I wanted to just have a look at the stamps I had gotten again, but no, it's fine. Oh, all right, we know what's available there and we know what it costs. So that is, as always, knowledge is the main thing that is extremely, extremely, extremely useful in this game. And we have a bunch more knowledge. So we know how to think about being strategic with the bookshop now. All right, so now all I can do, yeah, I don't even have money for the commissary now. Which sort of sucks because I've got all of these things that I could be doing with a shovel. But, at least we've got gems and keys. So that's great. All we've got are these entrances. So let's go this way. Use a key. All right. Big decisions. 4 items would be great. We could just do this and try our best at going north. Passageway would give us some more options. And this would also help us with trying to go north if the north entrance from Secret Garden kind of gets messed up. I think I'm actually going to do passageway. And then if I can get walk-in closet from here, that'll be wonderful. Using up my keys. If I could get locksmith, maybe? Oh, okay. I do have 2 redraws, but I don't really want to use them here. This is not going to be much use without utility closet. Or I guess we could just do it and then see what random room we get north of here. Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, security door. Great. All right. Well, that's turned out to be not very much use at all. Okay. Unless I pick up the pass, we ain't going anywhere. All right. Maybe security's... At least this will lead us straight to the foundation, right? Okay, please give me the security pass, please. Please. Okay, at the very least, let's change the keycard system settings to low. Confirm. Great, thank you. That's what that's the best thing I can do for myself. Oh. Oh, here. Oh, great. Okay, that's something. That's something. It's not a key card, but it's something. Thank you. All right. Oh, we can go straight into the... So if I can go north from the foundation, this will... Oh, dinner is served in the dining room. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Hang on. How do I get back to the dining room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, yeah, 7 back. Okay. Well... This is a critical room. Like, if I screw this room up... So actually, maybe it is... Because I've only got 2 gems, and if I need... I've got 2 redraws, which is good. I've got 1 key, which is good. Please tell me that's not a security door. Oh, thank God. Okay. I wonder how I use this. How do I get down there? Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll try going north from here, because I could just get more gems from here, right? Let's do that. Let's do it. We only have a couple of possibilities, really. Let's try and make the best use of this gift. That I don't like. I don't like losing steps. That's not my favorite. That'll go nowhere. That'll give us keys, but it'll also use up a gem, which is exactly what I was hoping to avoid. And I don't really want to use my redraw here. So I might actually do the gymnasium to open up another possibility. But before I go in there, I think I'll go and get my meal. Yeah. All right, so we're on 21 steps now. Straight across. Okay. All right, and let's, keep an eye out for fruit as well. Apparently there's fruit around the place. But not in here. All right, what have we got? Hey, it's a little quail or a spatchcock. A quail. Stuffed wild quail, local Mount Holly delicacy, served atop a plum ogdoo with roasted potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives. I think we have had this before, because I remember the word lardons, which I don't know. Okay, 20 steps. We don't have... Oh, trophy room is another one I need. How the hell do you get trophy room? Trophy room. There's actually so many rooms I don't have. All right, great. That's lovely. Thank you. Are there any... Is there any fruit? Can I see any in here? I don't know. It's not really worth wasting the steps, I think. So let's head back. Great. Hello, everybody. Hello, fish. It's looking... At the moment, it's looking like... Yeah, that's better. All right. We've kind of got an extra 10 steps out of that all up. And that connects with security. That's nice. So that's at least a little bit quicker to get around. Okay. Really would like gems more than anything here. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh, that puts me in a quandary, because if this room is locked, I need this key. There is no other option. We know this one is locked, so I ain't getting in there without a key. I actually think that means we have to try this one. If it's locked, we can step away. This is the only thing. If it's locked, we can step away. Oh, but that would be useless because the other one is locked as well, so... Alright, I think this is the more sensible of the options. We need the one key. It would be nice to have more gems, but we're going to have to make do. Okay, all we need is a room that goes to the east. Okay, alright, incredible. God, what if I picked this? Alright, it's definitely chapel, and I'm going to... I mean, I could redraw just to try not to lose that coin, right? But whatever. Let's not look the gift horse in the mouth. There it is. This is what I have been waiting so long. This is my first initial goal. We have made it to the antechamber. Hang on, but before I step in, there's something for me to find somewhere. Aha! Oh, thank you. Okay, that's good. We made a coin. This is it, guys. This is it. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. What? Oh my God. To continue up, you must go down. Up is interesting. So, I mean, oh my God, so interesting. Okay, so my first thought is, of course, this probably relates to the fact that to go through the north exit here, we're going to need the north level, which we know is down below the tomb. So that makes perfect sense to me now. And it's amazing to have gotten this message kind of knowing that. I'm not 100% sure that that's what it means, but there's a very, very, very good chance that that's what it means, right? But it's interesting that it says to continue up rather than to continue north. Like, will this go upwards? Hello? Hello? I also don't know that this is actually going to lead to room 46. You know what I mean? Like, it says it... I don't know. We know that there's a rank 10 beyond this door, but I don't really know what that means. It might not actually be room 46, because whatever room 46 means, it seems like room 46 is like, they say, beyond the black water, like... Oh, basement key. It's beautiful. That's a really interesting key, and it's got the cogs on it. And it's got a ruby inset into it as well. Could it be one of the stolen rubies? Oh, hello, antechamber. I'm here. Stage 1. Kind of the major stage of the game. Achieved, finally. I've nearly reached you twice before, and it didn't work out. Incredible. Oh, okay. Oh my God, guys. It's antechamber. Antechamber. I just want to revel in this for a bit. Like, this, clearly there's nothing else to do here as far as I can tell. Oh man, what if I had the magnifying glass, and what if there's a hidden message on this? Okay, hang on. Basement key. So this is incredible because does this mean, like, where do we use this key? Basement unlocks the basement door, but where is the basement door? Like, you know, obviously I'm thinking, is the basement door within the tomb, like down below the tomb? Hang on. There is it must be because I remember there's on the map, and I'm just pulling the picture of it up on my phone. Yeah. The number 2 location on the map is, well, it's concealed entrance, but then it's next to basement. So we must need this key to get in there. But without having access to tomb in the west area and without being able to drain the reservoir, which we do with the pump system, which is in the pump room, and we can't do that without getting the pool. And also, I'm not even sure at the moment how it's possible because I've done some initial playing around, like just kind of getting on the information that I know about the pump room. And at the moment, I don't know how it's possible to drain the reservoir because it's got 14... the 2 times I've gone into the pump room, the reservoir is full and it's got 14 slots of water. And I don't know how I can get 14, where else I can put that 14 units of water. I don't know where I can put those 14 units. I don't know enough yet about how the pump room works. Anyway, it just seems like those are all of the things that we need to do to be able to use this basement key. And what I'm wondering is, it doesn't say that the basement key is now a permanent item. It's probably not. So we would then have to reach the antechamber to get this basement key. The good thing is, the wondrous, amazing thing for me, as far as I can tell, because I doubt this is permanent, is that I can go straight back to coat check, which I have now emptied, and I can put basement key in there. That seems to be an enormous blessing. Like, I don't want to risk ending the day and losing basement key. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Okay, let me have a think. I've got 25 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to coat check. If that's all I do, brilliant. Very happy. Even if I miss out on putting money into the shrine, that's fine. Brilliant. Happy. To get out again would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then maybe a couple of steps to make it over to the shrine. I'm not sure. Okay. So we're starting to be basically at the end of our steps by that stage. Maybe I'll find some fruit in some of the rooms as I pass through them, because apparently the secret garden has spread fruit throughout the house. I don't think I've seen any of it yet, right? No fruit, right? Not in any of the pews here? Yeah. All right, anyway, let's see what we can stick in this corner. If I can do music room here, just incredible. Oh, hang on. No, this is not the place for the basement key, right? What? Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, my heart, I nearly stopped. I thought it was happening. I thought somehow it was creating a basement. Okay. No, so regular key, let's use it, because I don't know what else to do. What's going to be good? The bunk room will give us some more steps, right? It'll probably have 2 bananas in there at the very least. I've got a couple of redraws. Could be useful to do a redraw. I've got 2 gems. And at this stage, there's not much else for me to do, because I can't get through the dark room north exit without... Oh, I do actually have a few possibilities, because I've got an exit. I've got an exit from the foundation as well. Okay. So more steps would be good. More steps would be good. Let's do bunk room. Please. Hey, hello, my little guy. Hey, I hope you're still doing well. I don't know how you're surviving in here, but the fish seem to be doing it as well. So I'll assume you're somehow being taken care of by the magical house. Got a little window here now. I thought for a second I saw something to interact with here, but no. No, right? No. Okay, God, I wish we could play this. Can we? No. I'm imagining things. I'm hopeful. All right. Okay. Alright. There's a lot going on in this room, and I wonder if I'm missing something. Little secret things that kids leave behind. Okay. Alright. Nope, the extra steps is nice. That is welcome. Okay. There goes one of my coins. Which sucks, but we can just head down now. I wonder how I power this thing to lower down. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a controller that's buried there. I've never been able to get the shovel in here. This is only my second time to make it to the foundation. Okay. Alright, I can't use that. Fair enough. That's okay. It would be nice to go on, but if all we manage is... Yeah, actually, I think that's it, isn't it? Because this is a locked door, this is a locked door, and that's a security door. So I think that's that. Yeah, okay, I think that's that. So actually, let's avoid the gymnasium. Let's go down through passageway and secret garden, and let's just drop off this key. I mean, today has been incredible, right? We've reached the antechamber, and we are able to keep. We found another lever. We got the secret. We've used the secret garden key. We've used this lever. We've done huge things. Check. Please don't check the metal detector. Please check the basement key. Okay, brilliant. I guess... Oh, thank you. Nice. Okay. I guess because I feel like it's going to be so difficult for us to use that basement key, it feels like the coat check is going to be sort of out of commission for a while because I can only check one thing at a time, right? Can I? I'm sure I've tried this before. I know I'm wasting a step. I know I'm wasting a couple of steps. Yeah. Okay, yep, we can only check one thing at a time. That's good, that's fine. So that coat check is now really important. And we got the bookshop as well, and we've ordered another book, and we know about the other books, so now getting money to get those bookshops is another huge priority. My God, like we've done a ton. We have done a ton. I guess all I can do now is try to manage to get back to the shrine with my one coin. My one single coin. So let's head back through. I definitely have to go. Yeah. All right. We might just make this. Yep, that's... Nope, I have to go around. Okay. Alright, things might have been slightly different for me if I had managed to get into that safe or... yeah. But I can't complain about my choices. This has worked out so brilliantly. We've made it into the antechamber. We've got the basement key. Oh, I've absolutely come the wrong way. Hang on, where do I go down? Oh, where do I go down? Oh, from the drawing room. Whoops. Absolutely wasting steps all over the place here. Okay, back through dining room to drawing room and then down. Drawing room, courtyard, boudoir, other boudoir. Yep. Whoops. Drawing room, courtyard. I swear, I'm going to think so hard about that safe combination in the drawing room. I have tried so much. Oh, we haven't read this either. Shrine, a sacred silence permeates this candlelit cavern whose flickering lights add to the holy aura shining down upon the meditative statue. His stone hands present forth a stone bowl to the devout pilgrim who may wish to make an offering of gold. Oh, he's not going to like my offering much, I'm afraid. But I guess it's still going to give us an opportunity to see boudoir corridor. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's going to give us an opportunity to see what we get from from the lowest tier. From the lowest tier of, oh, there we go, banana. Nice. From the lowest tier of offering. There we go. Oh, it's actually lots of fruit. That's very nice. I am reassured that we're going to make it. Great, great, great. Fruit for me. Oh, they're fruit. That's worthwhile. Because also apples are more delicious today, yeah? Or are they not? All right, maybe not. Great. And I've got a banana waiting for me here too. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. There's nothing else I can do unless there is a key somewhere. I can't buy anything in the commissary anyway. I've got nothing I can draft anywhere. Yeah, without a key, I can't use my 2 gems. I can't use my 2 redraws. That's that. Hello, evening sky. I could make a wish here, but I guess let's make some kind of offering. Let's make the poor person's offering. I mean, you can have some dice as well and some gems. Would you like some gems? I'm happy to give you gems if you'll take gems. They're probably worth more than coins. What are you going to do with coins anyway? Surely what's meaningful is that I give you something valuable to me, right? My 1 single coin. It's all I've got. Oh no, he's probably going to be angry. You have received the blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay gems to spin floor plans. Oh. Ha. That's actually really interesting. That's actually really useful, potentially. Like, that's potentially incredibly useful. Oh, for 3 days. So I got that for 1 coin. Huh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not sure who I'm thanking. All of you. Everyone involved. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate this gift. Oh, it looks like a nose, actually. All right. Well, that's it from my coins. I can't even make a wish at the fountain. So let us look out over the stream here to say goodbye. It's been a huge day. This has been a huge day, guys. Huge antechamber. I'm so pleased. Finally, we know what's the deal with the antechamber. I've finally managed to make good on so much. I've managed to make good on getting the secret garden, using the secret garden key, getting the bookshop, buying a book, knowing how it relates to the library, getting the basement key into the code check. Getting the basement key into the code check. I don't even know how this would work without being able to do that. Like, if I didn't have the code check, we would have just lost the basement key pretty much immediately, I think. So this is huge. I feel like it's absolutely so huge to have that in the bank now. It's been an incredible day. Thank you, as always, so much for being a part of this blind playthrough. And I think we've got to all be incredibly excited about the direction that this is going in. We know about the tomb. We know about how a lot of the rooms relate to each other. I've still got some huge mysteries to figure out. The pump house, how it works, how I get that water out, how I use the reserve tank. It's driving me nuts. I've got mad notes here about the pump house, like, do I use the broken lever to be able to use the reserve tank? Do I get a room upgrade to be able to use the reserve tank? Like maybe to expand the pumps out or something? Is there some other trigger somewhere in the house? So many questions. How do I open that freaking safe in the drawing room? But either way, so many answers and so many more avenues, so many approaches we have at our disposal now. It's feeling good. thank you so much for being a part of this playthrough, and I will see you in the next episode. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Like the pump room. I'm so pumped. Oh, I realized that I didn't show you the room that I got today, so let's let's take a look at that. Let's call it a day. It might be an interesting room. We should see. We should see it together, right? Oh, garden inn. It is a new one. So it's in because I have 7 bedrooms. Oh, wow. That's like almost all the bedrooms. The only one I think I'm missing is the ladies' chamber room or whatever it is. And 4 green rooms. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love it. Okay, that was super interesting. All right, see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.